everyone. Thanks again for tuning into Sin's Workshop. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today we're going to be talking about Delicious Monsters by Liselle Sambury. So this is the second book that I've read by this author. Her other book was more high fantasy, and while I liked it, I didn't love it. However, this book was phenomenal. It's a dual timeline, dual point of view. So you have two characters. You have Daisy. Her story takes place 10 years in the past, and then Brittany is present. Both girls are very different, but they are both girls of color, and they have both in some way suffered abuse at the hands of their mother. The abuse for both girls is different. But what I really like of the story is the haunting and chilling atmosphere. With Daisy's point of view, you get that ghost story. You are invested in the ghost story. And the moment you discover, oh yeah, she can see ghosts, you know what kind of story her arc is going to be. But of course, it's not, cut and dry. There are a lot of complexities to her story arc. There are a lot of interesting plot twists and turns that do make the story propel even further. And there's a lot of trauma and issues she has to contend with because her relationship with her mother is quite difficult, especially considering her mother knows that she can see ghosts, and her approach to it is unorthodox. It's not like she tells her to pretend it doesn't exist, but she tells her to have more control. In a way, helps her come to terms with her ability, so she's not going crazy, but it isn't so cut and dry. But the moment her mother gets a letter telling her that she inherited this, house on an island in Ontario that she wants to turn into a B&B, it's just absolutely phenomenal. You instantly know there is something not right about this house. You instantly know things are going to happen, and it's going to be creepy and haunting in all the best ways possible. And that is what I really did enjoy and really liked about her arc of the story, because there's so many layers to it. It deals with abuse, physical, sexual, mental, all shades of abuse and trauma and recovery that goes along with that, And then you have Brittany's storyline. Now, her arc is more investigative journalist. It's kind of more of a mystery. 10 years ago, a girl was found dead at this mansion. This mansion that her mother swears made her a better mother and made her a better person. She swears by this mansion, and she's just like, Brittany wants to expose her mother for the fraud that she is. It's just like, you said this house made you better, but it didn't. It just made you better at hiding who you really are. Now, she wants to know who this unnamed black girl was that was found in this house. She wants to know. And then you're thinking, oh my God, is it Daisy? But no, this is Daisy's point of view. What happened to Daisy? You're kind of unveiling the story as it goes, and it's just really gripping. It's very almost interactive in a way, because you're going back and forth and you're seeing the present day and you're seeing, oh my God, how did this happen? What led to this? What's going on? But that's what makes it such a good story, ultimately. I do love how both of these timelines balance each other, and how you have the ghost story, haunted house, paired with an investigative journalist arc as well. It's more mystery. You're solving the mystery. Nothing uncanny happens during Brittany's arc. That's all saved for Daisy. But they balance each other out so well to the point where you're engaged from beginning to end, and it really does allow the story to have that proper tension and that pacing. And honestly, it was so gripping, to be perfectly honest. I absolutely love this book, and I recommend it to everyone. But, word to the wise, it's not explicit with the sexual abuse, but it does imply it heavily. So you know what happened to these girls. And it does make you uncomfortable, and it should make you uncomfortable. Topics like that, they should be discussed, so that way young children, boys or girls, can feel comfortable to come forward to expose any abuse that happens to them. Honestly, I liked this book way more than her previous duology, Blood Like Magic. This one I think it had a better scope to it, I think because it connected to the author in a deeper way. The story was deeper and it had more meaning. The other one was an okay fantasy, but this is the one, it had heart, it had passion, it had heartbreak. This is the one that was so well done and thought out, ultimately. So, this book gets 4. It gets 4 to 5 stars. Absolutely phenomenal. Highly recommend it, especially if you're looking for a nice ghost story, but also a nice mystery as well. So once again, please don't forget to like the podcast, subscribe to it, and share with all your book-loving friends. I will, of course, include links to where you can purchase the book if you so desire. And on that note, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, happy reading.